So, hello everyone. This is Feroz Ali Ahmad, BA Honors Political Science, Amity University, and today I'll be covering the book of Bakunin on Anarchy, and I'll be covering the part 3 and part 4 respectively, and part 1 and 2 was covered by my classmate Yogita Batham. So, here we go. So this book was basically edited by Sam Dolgoff, and some sections were included of some Mikhail Bakunin's most urgent and passionate writings shaped during historical events. Like some of them were Franco-Prussian War and Paris Commune, and this also includes his final years also in this book. Let's begin. So Part 3 opens with the Franco-Prussian War, which took place in 1870 to 1871. France was in political chaos, its monarchy collapsing, and the people in turmoil. This was the moment when Bakunin had predicted that the great European war would spark a people's revolution. In his letter to Albert Richard 1870, Bakunin urges French workers to seize the movement. He warns against trusting in political parties or even so called socialist leaders. His position is clear that liberation must come from below, not through a new class of rulers. He also wrote that we must not only fight kings and emperors, but the very principle of authority and hierarchy. Bakunin next wrote that letters to Frenchmen on the present crisis, a series of writings calling for the complete destruction of the state. According to him, even a democratic republic can be oppressive if it concentrates power. So, this sets the stage for the Paris Commune, which took place in March to May 1871, where workers briefly took control of Paris and attempted to run the city without bosses, priests, or politicians. Bakunin wrote The Paris Commune and the idea of the state, praising the commune's decentralized model. For Bakunin, the commune was a glimpse of a federation of self governing communes, a bottom of alternative to both capitalist and Marxist model. He majorly emphasized that this was one of the just a local rebellion, which we can say. It was a revolutionary prototype. Yet he also warned unless the entire structure of the state was destroyed, revolution could be reversed. One of his most quoted lines from his period is socialism without liberty is slavery and brutality, which is one of the most controversial of his times, and this line was also very controversial during his time. And next we come is part 4, which were his final years, we can say, which majorly focused on statism and anarchy. So, in this work, Bakunin takes direct aim at Karl Marx, one of the major philosopher of communism, or we can say socialism, and Marxist ideology. He warns that if revolution leads to a dictatorship of the proletariat, it will soon become a dictatorship over the proletariat. In other words, we can say a new class of party bureaucrats will replace the old rulers, and oppression will continue under a new flag. He also wrote that they will organize all workers into state run armies, agriculture and industrial, commanded by state engineers. These engineers will become a new ruling class. So, in his final year, also, Bakunin also wrote some letters regarding warnings and strategy. So, this also included that in his 1873 letters to the Jura Federation, a group of anarchists in Switzerland, he urges them to avoid alliances with authoritarian socialists. He warns that if revolutionaries seek power rather than freedom, they will become tyrants. He also writes, the lust of power is the ruin of every revolution. In another letter to Elisee Reculus in 1875, a French anarchist and geographer, Bakunin clarifies his vision of a new society, decentralized way. We can say that decentralized, self-governing, and without state domination. Also included in this part of in James Guillem's essay on building the new social order, which summarizes how Bakunin envisioned post-revolutionary society: local communes, free federations, workers' associations, no standing army, collective ownership, and land and tools. And moving forward, that Bakunin's warning are not just 19th century political theory, they resonate in today's world of authoritarian regimes, surveillance states, technocratic elites, protest movements fighting for grassroots democracy. uh, to conclude this, I would only like to say that that though these two parts of Bakunin on anarchy reveal a revolutionary thinker, not just fighting tyranny, but reimagining freedom. He offers a radical but human vision where society is built on autonomy, mutual aid, and federation, not orders hierarchies or state violence. Bakunin teaches us that freedom is not something given by the state, it's created by the people, or we can say created by us only. Freedom is what we just a government is not doing anything to us. Freedom is what we living in a community and living without any problems, without not facing any type of we can say discrimination, and through action. So this was my book review for Bakunin on anarchism. Thank you.